everybody. Welcome to my channel. My name is Rebecca, and for today's Witch Wednesday, I thought I would give you a tour of my new altar space. So this is not all of it. It's multi-level, and I love it. So I'm just gonna hop right in and show us what we've got here. Some of the items you might recognize if you've seen my sun and moon altar video before. If you haven't, you can check that linked up above in the cards. So first we have my sun and moon mirror. I love how perfectly they fit in like the curve of this thing. I got an antique oak sideboard for this, and it's got, with the headboard, it's got 3 levels. It's got the top shelf, the main surface, the other shelf. So we've got up here, we've got my sun and moon. This right here is a candle holder, a like layered rock candle holder, sparkly stone I got from Value Village thrift store, with my holding my spirit candle. This candle holder has not had a home for months, and it finally does now. I have 1 candle for each of my goddesses that I pulled in my goddess discovery spread. I have this card. This is the card from the Goddess Oracle of Coatlicue. She's one of my goddesses, and I recently gave her this offering, so she's sitting with it. So that's what this contents is. This is my offering. I have this beautiful selenite moon phase wand that I got for a Yule present. And then I've got my, oh, I have to clean up, I don't know what happened, but my divinity candle this time went a little nuts with its so I've got this beautiful just black, like, look at that. It's kind of cool. I've got this beautiful black candle holder, and that houses where my divinity candle is. So the other one's spirit, this one's divinity. I guess divinity's been on point. Look at that. None of the rest of my candles have ever waxed and dripped like this before. You gotta admit, this piece of wax looks really fucking cool. So those just sit up here. I've got this mirror where you can see me, except for the glare, which I'm fine with. Going left to right, over on this side, we have, hanging up here is a rough garnet stone in a case. My husband hung this here to go with my little love altar. Just giving some time and dedication to our love and marriage. I've got my love candle, and in it some of my beautiful stones with intention. I have this candle holder with a picture of us from our engagement shoot, and this candle holder we got in Niagara Falls on our honeymoon. Rose, he gave me a bunch of items that just represent us and love from cards. He made a little heart out of tinfoil for me, a ring. This is my spiritual intuition type essential oil. My friend gave this to me from her Goddess Provisions box. It is, well, okay, it's glaring out, but it says intentional wear spirit animal for perspective, spiritual awareness, and leadership. It is the eagle, which is very big for me. So that's my, and it just sits here so I have it so I can put it on. I have this stone. I do not remember what this hunk is called, but I love her. She's just gorgeous. So she sits here. And this little piece was actually inside a sacred space candle I bought a couple years ago. and I finished it. So now I have this beautiful little clear quartz shard with this full of the intention of sacred space. It feels very powerful. This is my daily card, so I just kind of tuck it somewhere along here. This is a beautiful orb that my husband got me for Christmas. Wait, no, sorry. This was my Christmas present. This feels just sensational. I will ask him what it's called and throw a subtitle here. My sun and moon earrings. I have this semi-clear, kind of smoky quartz I've had for a while. This candle here, I'm a little upset it's yellow and not green. This is my elephant candle. So elephant is one of my main spirit guides. Always has been and is an ever-presence in my life. I recently did a spread communicating with elephant. So I just got this little candle plate. I love dressing candles with intention. This is a new thing I've never done before that I'm really loving. So I just put some pieces that just felt elephant-y. Obviously, I've got my elephant. So there's that. I have this terrarium piece I got also for Christmas. And inside of it, I have this beautiful fluorite point. And this quartz point. Now, moving down, we'll start on this side because we're here. I've got my cauldron. Ta-da! I've got this big, beautiful abalone shell my friend gave me. Used to be her smudge bowl. She gave it to me. And here we have my earth and my water candle and my sun and moon candle holder. We have this wax, which you'll see what I do with my wax in a minute. I have this tucked down here. This is part of what I do with my wax. I have this little scene I made, like a miniature Halloween scene. I love the wax strips along the top. So I actually use old wax. I save old wax and I use it for things such as this. So this just sits right under there looking all witchy and fabulous. We have my decks. So in each one's got a stone on them. So I have my Earth Magic, Goddess Oracle, Tarot of Transformation, Wild Unknown Animal Spirit Guides, Wild Unknown Tarot, Spirits on Tarot. I got the idea of having decks like this with a stone on them for charging from Samantha Menzo. I will link her channel up above in the cards, and I love it. It's very true to me. I just love charging things. I don't have anything under there. Here I've got, this is usually where my sacred space candle goes. So I need a new sacred space candle because I just finished mine the other night. I've got my fire and air. I didn't have another holder like the one I had, so I just went with these little cups. I got these little cups at the thrift store. So I just put a little candle in it because it's what I've got. So this is my fire one, and this is my air one, my singing bowl. And I am going to show you inside my drawers. This big one here is not interesting. It's got clothes. Because this, I'm in my room. The other two drawers are pretty cool. So in here, oh, look at it. Oh, can you hear the glory? So I have space still to add some things. I've got a bucket that fits perfectly that I can put some stuff in. This is my Sacred Geometry amethyst set, which I used recently and I loved using it. I've got here the container, so that quartz crystal point I have over there came on a diffuser necklace, came attached to this, and it broke, and it was my second one to break. So I just kept the crystal, and I still use it to diffuse. So this is the container that came in. So just FYI, if you're at this store and you're looking at it, they're gorgeous. They feel amazing. The way they're made, the crystals pop off. So I've just got in it my extra boards, my extra like foam pieces that I can cut to make for new pads in my diffuser. And just take that in. I love this view. This view makes me so happy. I have a beautiful piece of bark. I have a twig. I don't really know what this is, but it feels amazing. I have a little nut, a rock I've painted, all sorts of assortments of stones, some that I've found on the beach. Like just all sorts of stones. I really love stones, in case you couldn't tell. Got some more stones right here. Here's my goddess. I don't remember what some of these are now, but they make me happy, so I don't really care. It's a vast majority of stones. This is a piece I got. This is my like one fairy story gift. Perhaps I'll tell that in a video. So just a bunch of stones. See here, I keep my wax, at least as of right now I do. I really love the way wax strippings looks on things like spell bottles, and I love making spell bottles. And I mean, that just looks so freaking cool. So I keep my wax dripping so I can use it for something. More stones. Here I've got this beautiful set. There's a pendulum. It's a pendulum for the chakras that my husband bought me for my birthday. You open it up and you can stick one of the stones in there. I do have the lid for this box, but I love how it looks sitting open. So that's what that puppy is. Here I've got, this is mica, or fairy dust, which so you can see it sparkling there. There we go. So my husband found it. It came as a shale rock, and I was constantly crushing it up to use in spell bottles as fairy dust, because that's what I identify it as. So I have 2 bottles of that. You like, look at that. Shiny, shiny. Sparkle, sparkle. I have old little candles. Up until literally like a couple weeks ago, I never used a candle for one intention to completion. I used them just whenever. Either way, the little nubby guys that are left. This is the finished little nub that's left of my Sacred Space candle. I adore taking these little nubby candles and using them to sit inside a spell bottle or spell jar. I love using them in spell work to like represent the eternal fire. So I have a bunch of those guys. I have my 2 essential oils, and that's it in this jar. Drawer. Other drawer. Similar. A bit messier. I've got my deck guidebooks and my Animal Spirits Guide Stephen D. Farmer book. These are the books I actually use, and you know what? I'm going to move them. Ta-da! There. Now I've got something to go here. I really like that because I don't like having my decks in the boxes. I like having them out where I can see them and touch them and play with them. Guidebooks. I like that. So in my drawer we have my giant matches, which enable me to light my candles up above from down here. We have some braces, which I can set cards on. I put them out. Candle extinguisher. Some more matches, so I've got like all my lighting things in here. This drawer is still more kind of a work in progress because I didn't have as nice an organizer. I've got little just assorted baggies, a little box, a rock I painted, some more rocks. These are remnants from those long matches. These are the rest of my rocks. I really like rocks. So I took all the deck boxes from my decks and I put them in this drawer as like as organizers. I just adore my gems and stones. This should be with my elephant. I just adore them. Here I have 2 bundles of sage that my friend handpicked for me from Mexico. I have my mortar and pestle. I have this little witchy-esque book, which I haven't found a full purpose for. I think I want to use it for sigil work. I got this for Christmas one year. I adore it. I think it's fucking gorgeous. My old book of mirrors, which is complete. That's it. And we do have a cabinet down here. This side has private stuff in it. And the rest, it's just huge cabinet space. So there's a huge bucket right there with the private stuff that I'm not showing you. And the rest is just huge cabinet space. So it's not fully like figured out yet. I'm currently using it for storage for extra stuff. So I've got a chalice. I really want to get that out. I need some sand for it. Got a chalice. Like, this is what I want to have my sacred space candle in. But I really need some salt for it. How gorgeous is this? I just adore this. So I've got a chalice. I've got the box from my Goddess Oracle. I've got a filming thing. So there's not much. And that is it, my friends. That is how this witch set up her space. I'm very in love with the whole thing. I cannot wait to keep using it, have more times of using it. I really like putting the books there. That looks great. I'm very happy I did that. And thank you for joining me. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and Let me know down in the comments down below, what's your altar space like? Do you have one? If you have a video for it, link it. I want to see it. And please, while you're down there, please subscribe so you can come back and see me again soon. There's my foot. La-di-da. All right, have a good one. Love and light always. Bye.